Post Game Live, Thursday night edition of the Post Game Show. The Knicks juggernaut going for 3 in a row. Battle of the Tanks, Knicks versus Cavs. The Knicks fall tonight by the score of 125-118 to the Cavs. 14-point fourth quarter lead gets cut down and eviscerated. And the Knicks lose, man. Hey, can't win them all. I'm sure some of you are happy tonight. I'm sure some of you just aren't feeling good. But we're here to break it all down tonight on this episode. CP from the KnicksFanTV. My man Jay Ellis from the Nick of Time Show. We got two special guests with us today. The ladies of Knicks Film School decided to join us and talk Knicks with us. So we're excited to have Sue York from the Knicks Film School, Trey from the Terry and Trey Show joining us to talk Knicks. I see Stephanie in the chat finally joining us to talk Knicks, so she's here to support the crew. So let's kick it off. You know what, Trey? I'll start with you, man. Like, what did you see in this game tonight? You didn't like the ending to this game. What happened out there tonight? What'd you see?
I mean, I have mixed feelings about the entire game, but I will say that I was very happy with, for the most part, how everyone played. I think everyone had their hands on the ball.
Yeah.
I know that early in the game we had all of our starters that scored. But then really our bench, as in with the last game against Magic, our bench really kind of stepped up and everyone's doing what they're supposed to be doing. I'm not really too mad.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have seen a win just because these young guys really deserve it. But the loss is good for us because the loss puts us in a good position for the tank.
Absolutely. Sue, what was your take on this game tonight?
Well, like Trey said, these losses don't hurt anymore. Like, I was actually rooting for a win in the beginning because, like, why not win 3 in a row? It's been a while. We haven't done it since November. But I guess, the tank saved me from myself and my selfish, needs for seeing this team win now. I just hope we win draft night. That's all. Everybody played well. Especially the bench. The bench looks promising. We're going to need that bench next season. We'll see how they continue to develop. It's amazing game from all of our players, actually.
Jay Ellis, man, Sue talked about the bench. I mean, somebody on Twitter was at me and said, why isn't Mitch starting? But, that second unit with Mitch, ISO, you got Henry Ellenson out there balling, Moutier out there balling. I mean, what do you like about this second unit in these past 3 games, man?
But the bench has been holding it down, man. I know how Fizz thinks. Fizz doesn't like to disrupt group chemistry. Yeah. That's always kind of been his thing. So he likes to keep groups together so they know where they can run and where to cut and where to pass. And you can see it's kind of happening right now with the 25 assists happening. The chemistry is really gelling together for both. Mostly the bench, though. It's like people know where they want to be. Dennis Smith Jr. has chemistry with Dot.
Yeah.
And Moutier is starting to develop chemistry with these second unit guys, so I don't think he wants to break that up. And on top of that, it's funny when the game started and they started getting going, you realize they had like a certain swagger about them. I don't know if y'all noticed that.
Yeah.
Like they came in there like, we're gonna win this game. Like,
I feel like it's the Mitch effect. What do you guys think about this Mitch effect, man? Because Mitch is just like he's playing like a grown man out there right now, the way he's carrying himself.
Yeah, he sure is. Mitchell is already, to me, where I expected him to be, like maybe next year or the year after.
Yeah.
I'm almost like, what can this guy not do? But I've always felt that he has this very natural ability to play basketball. And it's just about fine tuning, some of his things. And we're seeing the fine tuning happening very quickly. Like very quickly, I'm seeing him not getting into foul trouble anymore.
Yeah.
He's making his free throws. I mean, obviously his dunks and his blocks are just, I think he's up there. I don't know. You're really great with all the stats, but I don't know where he is in the league. But I think with blocks, he's like up there in ranking for the league. For the entire league.
Yeah, he's currently 3rd in blocks per game, but he's doing it in much more limited minutes.
That's the thing too. He's not playing as much. So I'm loving everything I'm seeing from Mitch.
Yeah,
cannot be mad at him at all.
Sue, how you like Mitch's play so far in this stretch?
All right, Mitch has become my favorite player.
I'm telling you.
I haven't had a favorite player since, the good old mellow highlight days, where we actually made it to the second round, where I was in love with the whole team, actually, Tyson, Melo. But ever since, I never really liked Porzingis. Like, he had to earn my like favorite player status, but Mitch every night, like with his dunks and his athleticism, you can't help but like fall in love with like this guy is definitely a part of our future.
Yeah.
And just think about it. The way we started the season, he's raw, hasn't played organized basketball. He is making everybody just like amazed, blown away. Like all the teams that passed on him, like they're probably watching and like, what the hell? Why? Why did we pass up on this guy?
Mitch is a monster, JL. It's 12 points, 7 boards, 2 block shots on the night. Go ahead, JL. I mean, it wasn't the typical dominant Mitch game.
Yeah, 12
you know
points. I need 6 blocks a game from Mitch right now.
I mean, but the thing is, though, JL's, the thing is with Mitch is that he's not just blocking shots. He's altering shots. He's making guys change their direction, making guys think twice about, driving straight on them. So,
big time.
His impact is greater than sometimes what the stat sheet shows, man.
No, I feel you. I was playing.
Yeah.
Like, I was playing. Like, no, Mitch is when Mitch hits the floor, he is now on. Teams are game planning for him. They don't want to come in the paint no more.
Yeah.
He's shooting the shots, and you can see his overall development has lifted the spirit of his team, and they give him that whole team that swagger. Not even just the blocks, the rebounding that's going up. I think I heard a stat that they said his rebound percentage went up from 10% to 20%.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, man. We go through the rebound numbers every game with Mitch.
Yeah, even the fouls today, he fouled out, but I felt like the 2 fouls he got were BS fouls, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And the other fouls he got was just to stop the clock. So Mitch is just grown in leaps and bounds, man. I can't wait to see what he's going to be next season. I can't wait to see when we play the Dallas Mavericks.
That has to be a Christmas Day game.
Yes.
That's what I want.
That has to be a Christmas Day game at the Garden. Mitch versus Porzingis.
Yeah, definitely dunk on him, turn him into a poster.
Yes.
I really want that.
Yeah, 100%, man. It has to be that 12 o'clock matinee game. It has to be Knicks versus Mavs at the Garden.
We definitely want that. Terry and I spoke about that yesterday because when KP was here, we were talking about them being the Twin Towers.
Yeah.
And now I'm seeing obviously we don't have that, but I'm seeing Mitch really stepping up to be that guy.
Yeah.
And maybe, I don't know, but I remember when KP started to play really hot. I remember Terry and I kind of being like, wait a minute, is he really playing this well? Is he really this good, like this quickly? And now I'm feeling those same feelings about Mitch. And I also see with Mitch that he has a lot more control of his body.
Yeah.
Than he had recently. Control with his body and also control with his ball movement.
Mm-hmm.
I think the ball used to slip out of his hands a lot, and I'm not seeing that anymore with him. So definitely most improved, most exciting player to watch on the team right now.
Definitely agree with all those sentiments. Jay Ellis, man, I was disappointed because every time I see Mitch blossoming, I'm like, damn, him and KP, like Trey said, man, that Twin Towers concept, it could have been real. But my man Henry Ellenson, a.k.a. Fristaps Porzingis with 2 O's. Yo, he just got the bag today, just signed his deal. Yeah. They signed him for the remainder of the season, plus an option for next season. Well, next year's an option, so they have a team option to bring him back. But
honestly, to be honest, I see him as like what Mario Hezonja was supposed to be, kind of. Like I see him kind of like a taller Mario Hezonja. Mario Hezonja is supposed to be a good passer who can like shoot the 3 and kind of like bring the ball up as a big man. Mm-hmm. I see him kind of like a Mario Hezonja, but it seems like with his head together a little bit more and even stronger on the defense. That's what I see from him.
Yeah, and 6'11", man, he can handle. He can shoot the 3. I haven't seen anyone on the Knicks shoot a corner 3 as many times as Henry Ellenson has done in his 2 games being here, man.
Oh, yeah, I love it, man. I love it. And it's giving DSJ a lot of space. When they made a run, I think, in that third quarter, I think he was on the floor along with Dotson, along with DSJ, along with JJ. And it's like he got all the room in the world for DSJ to work right now because he's been hitting those 3s consistently.
Yeah.
It just seems like he just fit right in with the team.
Fit right in, man. Ladies, what do you guys think about Ellenson's play so far?
Sue, you want to start?
He's the 3-point shooter that we needed, a good spark off the bench. He's been doing well. Let's see where he comes into play next season. I'm glad Knicks are handing out smart contracts.
Smart deal. It's a smart deal.
yeah, they signed him for the remainder of the season, as he should be signed. But let's see how. I don't know. I got to see more from him.
Yeah.
But I'm loving his shooting. I'm loving that he's already contributing to the team.
Right. He said, well, I think one of the comments he made himself was that he didn't really, I think he was rated pretty high in the draft the year that he was drafted.
Mm-hmm.
And then he didn't really pan out to be that guy. And I think what he said right now is that he's actually getting an opportunity now to play, whereas with the Pistons, he wasn't really getting that opportunity.
Right.
So I think he's definitely liking being here. I know that Melo was one of his favorite players growing up. Yeah. So he kind of has that in common with Kristaps.
Yeah.
And I don't like this name that they want to give him, Porzingis, P-O-O-R.
That was me, man. That was all me.
You know what?
That was all me. I take it back though.
Did you say it yesterday? Did I watch your
I did. I said Kristaps.
That's where I heard it from. So the only reason I don't like that is because, listen, KP's gone. We got to move.
Yeah.
And I don't want to use the word poor because it's like a negative word.
Yeah.
So,
I know.
So you now have the task, JLS, to come up with a better nickname for our new guy.
Oh, I heard King Henry, Prince Henry.
Yeah, I can't do King. We can't do King Henry, man. Can't do King Henry just yet.
How about Henny?
Henny,
all right. Well, maybe Henny. What you guys think in the chat? What should Henry Ellenton's name be in the chat? We've removed Kristaps Porzingis.
Exactly, altogether.
Kristaps altogether.
And I will say this too, as Sue York said, he has to first show us, prove to us that you'd even deserve a nickname. You don't just get a nickname.
True.
So he's gonna have like an all out, ball out game for us to be like, okay, we can give him a name now.
Absolutely.
So we'll think about that.
Makes sense.
He has time.
He's got some time. He's got some time. One of the things about his contract, JL, is when I was reading up on JB, when JB breaks down the cap, I'm always reading up on it. With the team option for guys like Henry Ellenton, for John Jenkins, and even for ISO, it just gives us more flexibility. To make moves in the off season, whether we want to put these guys in the trade, you're able to put those salaries in the trade. Whether you want to bring them back or not, it just gives them some flexibility to move. So that's a good move by Scott Perry.
Yeah, like you said, smart contracts, man.
Yeah.
Smart contracts are going to benefit us, and it's going to give us the flexibility just in case somebody named KD wants to come in and join his squad.
Right. Just in case that guy wants to come by.
The next player that wants to be traded. Knicks have really set themselves up for like so many opportunities where before they just, a hot player wants to be traded. They couldn't make moves. They didn't have the assets,
Yeah.
This time they're actually on the right path. We'll see what comes about.
Right.
True indeed.
Shout out to Ninja P.
So where I thought this whole game turned around, I thought the turning point of the game, we had a 14-point lead in the fourth quarter. Where I thought it turned around, we were up by 4 with 2 minutes left. Seti Osman hits a 3. They cut it to 1. And then we catch Clarkson on the clear path foul. He hits the 2 free throws, then hits the 3 to put them up 4 with 50 seconds left. And I thought, that was basically, that took the wind out of all our sails, man, and that was basically it.
And really, too, is like mini Westbrook, man. Colin Sexton took over the game.
Oh, yeah.
He put so much pressure on our defense. He pretty much was a one-man fast break to the point where we would have 2 or 3 defenders back, and he would just collapse our whole defense and leave open threes, cutters. Like he was really like mini Russell.
Yeah,
you couldn't stop him. That was really what it was. That was the difference today for me.
Sexton is also really hungry. You could see how hungry he is when he has the ball, and he likes to play in those clutch moments. I think when we got down to the last few minutes, or the last minute, really, he was loving that kind of energy. He reminded me. There's a part when he was running, and he was actually reminding me of Michael Jordan because he had the tongue sticking out. He looked like did he bite his mouth?
Yeah, he was bleeding.
What was going on?
Yeah, he was bleeding. Somebody caught him.
There was blood, but he definitely has that really hungry, aggressive energy.
Yeah.
And I think at that point he kind of was like, "We're taking this game."
Yeah. That was it, man. And I think at that point I was like, "You guys can have it." Real talk.
That's the next step for us, man. We our squad kind of froze up at the end. Trier, he usually he had like a knack for hitting clutch shots early in the season, like the first week or so. But now he's not really doing it. Knox chucked up a bad shot. Everybody just seemed like they froze, man. They got a little scared.
Yeah, I think they did get a little tense at the end. In crunch time, trying to figure out where to go for a bucket. But, you know, you mentioned Trier, J. Ellis. Trier is another one on a hot streak along with Money Mitch. He finished tonight 8 of 15 from the field, 2 of 4 from downtown, 50% from both, 22 points, 4 rebounds for ISO. I thought ISO had a hell of a game leading that second unit, man.
Oh, that's for sure. ISO's left hand, man. I'm telling you, ever since ISO got a left hand, the league needs to be put on notice. They're forcing this guy left, and he's taking advantage of it now. They're keeping the defense off balance, and now he's going left and right, and you can see the difference now. You can definitely see the difference. Like, that rookie wall is broken through. ISO is back. I'm glad to see his progression, and that's a part of the reason why the swagger of this team has changed. Is he's just been more consistent. Yeah, like that's what he was giving us in the beginning of the season before he kind of dipped off.
True indeed, man. So shout out to ISO. Ladies, what was your take on ISO's game tonight?
I definitely think it was one of his better games tonight, and everything Jay said, but I think it's also the chemistry he's developing. You see him and Mitch, even Dennis Smith, just everybody. Like, the chemistry is finally coming together for this team, and multiple players actually were in double digits. We're gonna go over it later, I guess. And but.
Sorry,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Trey. Go ahead.
He seems also to me to be playing a much more controlled game.
Yeah.
Like, he seems to know exactly what he's doing. His body control seems to be really good. I know towards the end we had a little slip up there, but I think for the most part, very efficient player, and I'm really liking what I'm seeing from him. He seems to be, like I said, I want to say the control and taking that next step in his game.
I agree with that. Vonleh broke out a little bit, broke out of his slump.
Yeah, welcome back.
Welcome back, Noah Vonleh. Where you been? You know what I'm saying? 16-10 double-double, 7-7, perfect game for Vonleh to go along with 2 assists. So, yeah, Vonleh had a pretty good game tonight, man.
Yeah, they didn't have no big men over there to really contend with him, so he can kind of just bully, shoot over that shoulder, no regard, nothing. So 100% from Vonleh and 100% from Mitch today. Our 2 big men kind of took it to town to these guys. Yeah. And that's a lot of reasons why we scored so many points. It's kind of crazy that we lost this game. But
yeah.
Welcome back, Vonleh, man. Welcome back.
It kind of just, went by in a flash. It was a 17-point turnaround in the fourth quarter by the Cleveland Cavaliers. So, like I said, they can have it. But that was our takeaways from the game. We want to hear from you guys. The phone lines are up, 657-383-1509. Call us up. Let us know what you thought about tonight's game. Once again, this is the post-game show, #1 post-game show on YouTube for the Knicks fan, by the Knicks fan. CP from KnicksFanTV. My man Jay Ellis from the Nick of Time show. The ladies at Knicks Film School joining us. Trey from the Terry and Trey show. And Sue York from the Knicks Film School. Appreciate you guys for joining us. First call of the night goes to Will from LI. He wants to talk about how happy he was with the loss. Will, what's going on, bro?
Hey, what's going on, CP, J. Ellis, and welcome to Sue and Trey. How y'all doing?
Hey,
good, man. How you doing?
All right.
Listen, man, I'm so happy for this because every time the team was doing good, I was yelling. I was, like, jumping up and down. I was like, no, don't do it. You guys just, like, every time that you want them to win, they'll lose. But then when you want them to lose, they'll try to win. But the outcome was great. We are back in the 2nd seed, and now they're 2 games ahead of us. Real good stuff. Because Jay Ellis knows when he was the captain that one time during that live stream. Jay Ellis knows. I have nightmares about the 2008-2009 draft when the Knicks had, I believe it was, what was it? Knicks had, so we were at 32 wins. Golden State was at 29. A difference of 3 games.
Oh,
that could have been Steph Curry. And then
draft, man.
It tears my brain. Like, it hurts. But, these things matter. Like I told JL, if we do have the worst pick, if we have the worst record, it guarantees us a top 5 versus the second worst when we can possibly get 6.
Yes.
And then third one we can possibly get 8. So this stuff matters, and And then lastly, I just want to talk about the Suns. I don't know if we'll be able to pass the Suns. We really got to look at that upcoming game on Wednesday.
Suns tank is formidable, man.
But
yeah, man.
I'm telling you. But if they do get the number 1 pick, I don't know. Seeing how they really need a point guard, do you think the Suns would trade down that pick or pass Zion and go for John Morant?
Nah.
Because they really need a point guard.
No way.
You know.
No way. I think they'll live with
how
I think that was a no across the board.
Wait, Trey, go ahead. What were you saying?
I said sorry.
Go ahead, Trey.
How could Ayton and Zion even fit on the same court? I just couldn't see it.
Trade one.
Listen, you go best player available.
You make it work.
You go best player available, man. Trey, you were saying something. Go ahead.
No, I was just he asked the question if they could trade, and I was like, I think across the board we're all saying nope.
Yeah, no chance.
No chance.
No chance.
Deep down, I hope that they are that.
Yeah, if they would be so stupid. So Phoenix is clear right now, 1 game in the lead of the Tankathon standings. We are solidified at the 2 spot, 2 games up on Cleveland, and Cleveland, who just won it, is locked in at 3. Chicago at 4. We're 5 games back from the first one. So,
but you know what sucks for us as well? You know, as typically we have it for the Knicks, this is the first year that they changed the whole distribution of this, right? Yeah. So now we only have a 14% chance, whereas in the past we'd have had a 25% chance.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like this would happen this year, right? This is when they changed the rules.
This is what screwed us. Mark Cuban screwed us, constantly admitting to tanking as much as he did. And the Bulls last year screwed us. But they were basically sitting their young players for rest in the second half of the season. Like, what are y'all doing?
Yeah, they didn't make it too subtle.
Man, they ruined it for us, man. They definitely ruined it for us. JLs, we got some super chats in here. Michael Parker, he says, loving the ladies of the Knicks Film School. Good job so far. Appreciate you, Michael Parker. Daryl Kane says, great show. This is audition for what's upcoming. Appreciate it, Daryl. And James Fiore sent us a super chat as well, so appreciate it, James. All right, next up. Oh, we got a surprise guest here. Sir, what's your name? Where you calling from, man? Hello?
Yo, what's up? It's Terry.
Yo, what's good, bro?
I'm watching. I want to say you're killing the show, guys. I want to talk about Mitch. I know we talk about Mitch so much.
Yeah.
But I kind of want to hear from you guys because KP is the last guy we had where it felt like, wow, sky's the limit. And we didn't think Mitch would come along this soon. Mm-hmm. And I'm trying to temper my expectations. But the impact he's having on the game at this age, and you could still see he doesn't know what he's doing fully yet. How good could he be? And would you trade him? Because I feel like I don't want to put him in any trade. That contract is golden. Yeah. You might have him being an all-star at the age of 22, making $1.5 million a year. Like, when it comes to team building, the value in that is insane.
Yeah.
I just can't even, it's AD. If it's AD, I kind of get it, but man, I'm like, where's Mitch going to be in 3 years?
I don't even want to trade him for AD, guys. Where you guys at on this, man?
I want to keep him. He's ours. Like, he's our player. We drafted him when he was missed in the draft.
Yeah.
Well, not missed. I mean, he was in the second round. But he's our guy. Like, why should we let him go anywhere?
Facts.
And what he's showing us right now, like, come on. It's a no-brainer to me. It's a no-brainer. He's ours. Keep him. There's no reason to do anything with him.
Sue, where are you at? Because I think you were kind of conflicted on this one. Where are you at now?
But you know what? In the beginning, I was ready to trade anyone for AD. 6-time All-Star. Big name. He proved himself in the NBA. But then at this, the more I watch Mitch, and actually the young core, I honestly, it's tough to trade any of the 3-4 pieces. I think Mitch is off limits. Knox, I still believe in him.
Yeah.
Dennis Smith, he's been a great addition to the team. And Trier. Now, Frenchie, on the other hand, he could be traded.
She's not a Franker, J. Ellis. She's not a Franker.
No, I love French too, and I believe in him, but I think he might need a change of scenery, a new fresh start somewhere where he could actually be used correctly, because we'll see. I can't wait to see him with Dennis Smith.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a polarizing debate, Jay Ellis. I mean, we have that debate on our show all the time, man. But I think I know your position on it.
Yeah, don't give Frank any compliments on this show because people get mad when you give Frank compliments here.
Yeah. Yeah. The chat is always split on Frank. They're split on Moutier. They're split. They even split on this trade for real. They even split on this trade, man. I just can't. I don't want to see us going back to the quick fix and just dumping this whole rebuilding process. I know AD's a generational talent. He's 26. I get all of that.
Not 25.
25.
Yeah.
I just can't see it, man. I can't see us doing it. I know that they would definitely want Mitch, Terry. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to trade Mitch, man.
Right. My thing is, I just can't see Scott Perry packaging kids and draft picks in a trade. I think his philosophy the entire time has been we're collecting assets.
Yeah.
And I can't see him, putting in all this work and then immediately this summer, especially when we have money for other guys.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I just can't see him immediately putting together, because it's going to be someone like Zion. It's going to be, they're going to ask for Mitch. He's from Louisiana. I think he's going to be definitely the number one guy they asked for. And then the Dallas pick that we just got, I just don't see it. And I think the smarter way to build this team long term, because AD is still an injury risk. Right. I know, he's been healthier recently, but you trade everyone for AD. AD gets injured. Mm-hmm. Now I'm getting Amari Stoudemire PTSD. So I'm good with keeping the kids for now, man. I'm just excited to see this group keep getting better.
Absolutely, man, and appreciate the call, bro. Listen, I agree. Obviously AD is who he is, but I just can't see them backtracking. They went on a whole, almost a PR campaign to go along with, their management philosophy.
Can we wait another year? Isn't he going to be a free agent?
He's going to be a free agent, but you would have to think any team that he's going to get traded to in the offseason, he's likely going to commit, I would think.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, Jay Ellis? It'll, which would probably narrow the teams down to us, the Lakers, and the Celtics.
Yeah.
Yep.
He claims Milwaukee's on the list.
Maybe he could go to the Celtics and realize how much he hates it there,
and then leave, right?
That would be best case scenario.
But at the same time, we talk about the Celtics. It all depends on what Kyrie's doing, man. Because Kyrie's just so Mr. Grumpy over there, man. He's so down and out.
Miserable. Yeah. I mean, the shots from the bench, he's leaving. I think so, at least.
His body language says it all. He's done with Boston. I don't know where he's going to go.
Yeah.
But I think this summer's going to be so exciting because there's so much going on. There's so many different variables and so many different scenarios that could happen. I keep telling Terry that I want Klay Thompson.
Oh, man, I love Klay.
And I know everyone is telling me, and everyone is saying to me, no, he's definitely not leaving Golden State. And I could understand why. I understand that him and Curry are boys.
Yeah.
That's their team. He's been with them, since when they were bad. So I definitely could see why he wouldn't leave.
Clay's
to have a player like him.
I can't see Klay leaving the West Coast.
He probably isn't. He probably isn't.
He's so soft, man. I can't. I love his game though. Clay's such an assassin, man. But he just plays like a lifelong Western Conference player, man. You know what I'm saying, JL?
Isn't the Western Conference?
Why? Because he doesn't dribble.
Huh?
Is that why?
Because he doesn't dribble? Nah, he's just his father was a Laker, man. Michael Thompson. He just seems like
he's the West Coast. That's what it is.
Yeah.
But you know how every now and again you have that kid that maybe wants to step out of his comfort zone, maybe challenge themselves, maybe.
He doesn't look like that
one. He doesn't look like that kid. That's what I'm trying to say, Trey. He doesn't look like that kid.
Enjoying the weather, the West Coast,
I was going to say that. The weather alone, I could definitely see why someone is not leaving the West.
Yeah. Let alone 3 championships, 4 championships, 5 championships, and all the money.
You guys all know, whoever comes to New York and brings us even close to the championship.
You'll be a king.
Is going to be a god here. If we win, why am I saying if? When we do finally win that championship, I don't even know what's going to happen here. Terrence spoke about it. I'm like, it's going to be like all hell breaking loose. Right. I can't even imagine.
They just need to know and come here. We know.
Right.
This morning, I heard my 2 coworkers talk about, because he finally attended a Knicks game this season, and he happened to be at the Orlando.
Yeah.
And,
that's the right one.
Mm-hmm. So he's telling the other guy, but the other guy's like, but they suck. Like, how could he's telling about the atmosphere, how crazy everyone went.
Right.
And then I heard him say, can you imagine if this team is good?
I'm telling you.
I just wish I could take an unbiased opinion of a fan like him because he's not a Knicks fan.
Yeah.
Right.
Tell them, like, that atmosphere alone.
Yeah.
Look how lit the Garden was the other night, JL. It's against the Spurs in Orlando. We have nothing to play for, and the place was the roof was blowing off.
We got a standing ovation.
Standing ovation
for winning one game after we had lost 18.
Yes.
Like
yes.
What other team are you seeing that happen with?
Exactly.
No one. No, there's no other sport. There's no other team that is getting a standing ovation after losing so many games.
So, the Knicks are an unexplainable phenomenon. Like, just can you imagine, like, if they were great? Like, I can't even.
It's actually kind of scary.
I don't know what New York City would become.
I'm
like,
telling you.
So it actually is kind of scary because look at this. We're one of the worst teams in the league, and we have this huge following. Look at how many YouTube shows are out there, right? Look at what we're doing right now. No, I'm serious.
Right now, we got work tomorrow.
So here we are. I mean, half of my closet is Knicks gear. I'm like, if we start to get good, what I am afraid of seeing is all the bandwagon fans, all the celebrities that are going to start coming to the Knicks games now that have no interest in the Knicks, but are just going because, this is where we're going to go tonight.
No room on the bandwagon, man.
Pushing them out.
And then the prices of the tickets are going to go up.
And they're pretty high.
That's already.
That is kind of all of that is like not good, but we want them to be good, so.
But then it pays off all our pain and suffering. How many times have people made fun of you for being a Knicks fan? Like, I get it all the time.
All the time.
But it'll pay off because I know all the people that made fun of me are gonna all of a sudden be Knicks fans as well. So
it'll all pay off, man.
Yeah.
All right, back to the phones. Isaiah from the Bronx wants to talk Ellenson and about the game tonight. Isaiah, how you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling good. How are y'all doing?
Good, man. Your connection's kind of choppy, man.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, you got to call back, bro. Sorry, man.
No.
Call right back and we'll see what's up. Yeah, I have to cut Isaiah, man. I don't know, he's on a Boost Mobile joint or what, JL. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
TTM in the chat says he's got to get off the Metro PCS, bro. I don't know. We can't hear you, Isaiah. Call back, man. But what'd you say?
It's a reputable brand.
Yeah, no.
He said it's a reputable brand.
Oh, man. All right. Well, we'll shout out to everybody in the chat once again. I think we did get a super chat in here. Will from LI. He says, shout out to Beasley. I think Michael Beasley,
posted a touching post today, like he's struggling with the loss of his mother.
Yeah.
And
Jeez.
So he feels alone. It's pretty sad.
Man, and he's going to China, right? Is he going to China? Is that what
he's going to China as well, man.
But he wasn't posting about that. But maybe that adds to his depression.
Right. I mean, he's going to be pretty. He's going to be. I mean, he got a lot of support. I saw Trey Burke. I saw people like responding to him.
Yeah.
But someone needs to pick up the phone because what he posted this morning was actually a little bit disturbing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's send out some prayers and love and like good energy to Michael.
And this is again Knicks fan.
Wow, yeah, it's very
I'll hate you for 1 second, one bad game, but then the next game, like we love our past and present players.
Yes.
Probably not ready to love KP yet, but
I'm waiting. I am very interested when he comes to his first game back at the Garden if he gets more boos or more cheers, because I know that there will be both. There will definitely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There'll be both. He's gonna get booed. The thing is, New Yorkers are so brash and harsh, so he will definitely get booed.
He's gonna be more booed.
But I know that there are going to be some fans that are going to be like,
if things are good for us and we got KD and things pan out, we're going to probably give him a standing ovation. Because, when things are good, we don't even care. We don't know, whatever.
Maybe we're not ready for that yet. I kept looking at I ended up by accident going to a YouTube clip and watching the clip of when he got traded to Mavericks. And I'm looking at it, and I felt like I was looking like an ex-boyfriend that dumped me. I was like, oh my God. and I haven't ever had, thankfully, I've never had to actually go through that. But I felt very like, look at him. What is he doing? He looks good. He has on a nice suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting
I
booed.
felt the same
Yeah,
way.
it's gonna be more boos, man.
Knicks fans are petty.
It's-
Knicks fans are petty. We gonna
It's gonna
boo
be
him.
more boos.
I'm gonna boo enough for everybody. Don't worry. You ain't gotta do nothing.
I hope he doesn't do it like an interview before the game or like over the off season where he's just like goes off, because then it's gonna be even worse.
Oh, talking about ex-players, you guys saw Ennis in the elevator with the guys the other day, right?
Yes.
The elevator.
Yes.
I was like, this is right up his alley. This is perfect for him. This is what he wants.
Yo, they got stuck in the elevator, man.
Damian, like, how long before they're annoyed with him?
Dame Dollars looked like he was ready to kill Cantor in the elevator, man.
Like, oh man, we're stuck in the elevator and this one's freaking posting it. Shut the fuck up.
Stuck in the elevator, man. Sue with the French, it's all good. All right, did you guys see? Did you guys see? Spreewell and Camby were at the game tonight.
Oh my god, that was a great sideline moment
Yeah.
between them. They're enjoying, laughing, watching the young generation.
Absolutely, man. Camby getting gray hairs and everything. We're getting old, man.
Word, he gained weight. Who ever thought you see Camby gain weight?
Camby definitely gained weight, man.
I think Fizdale had Camby talk to, and he has him mentoring Mitchell because their body types are so similar and their playing styles are very similar. And I think Fizdale has really been invested in having a lot of the old core Knicks players really be involved with this young team right now. When we went out to training, we saw Rasheed Wallace there. Yeah. And I think it's great for these guys because they're getting mentored by people, that they probably have looked up to when they were younger playing the game. And I think it's really good for the team. Yeah,
absolutely, man. They're really invested in Mitch's growth. Like you said, you had Rasheed Wallace coming in. You got Marcus Camby coming in. DeAndre Jordan, they say, has been having a good effect on Mitch. So that's good, man. And it's showing because Mitch, he's a lot more vocal, and he's definitely exuding some leadership skills out there on the court. So it's definitely good to see, man. Definitely.
And he's working out a lot. He's in the gym before the games, after the games. Like, if you follow him on his social media, he's constantly in the gym with Dotson. I see that's like really good. A player should constantly keep up with their strength training, and that's what he's doing.
Yeah, absolutely. I saw. I'm trying to pull up the tweet now. He was in the gym at like 2 a.m.
Yeah, it's like 1:37.
Yeah, getting some shots up. So, hey, listen, it's paying off, man. It's definitely paying off for sure. So, shout out to Money Mitch. Yep. Somebody gave him a nickname, the Block Nest Monster. I like that one, Jay.
I like that one.
I might have to get that one.
Yeah, I like that.
The Block Nest Monster. That's a good one. Mitch's nicknames are solidified for sure.
I hope that he's also looking at his diet. Because that's become a really big part of just athletes, I think, across the board.
Yeah.
Not just training, but also really watching what they're eating to optimize their performance,
I think his grandmother is here now with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think she might have, helping him with his diet. Because in the beginning, I saw a lot of fast food in his stories. And I'm like,
yeah, I heard didn't you say you was eating McDonald's? Yeah, didn't you say you was eating McDonald's sales?
Yeah. That's why he's breathing heavy all the time.
Yeah, I bet, man. All right, yeah, shout out everybody in the chat. Once again, this is Knicks Post Game Live. Let's take a look at the box score tonight, see who our 3 stars are, even though we lost. Let me know when you guys have it open. We'll pull up the box score. Let me get my 3 stars music on. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. If you like this channel, make sure you subscribe to both channels. KnicksFanTV and the Nick of Time Show. The Terry and Trey Show as well. NYK Terry and Trey on YouTube.
Yep.
You got KnicksFilmSchool.com.
Yep.
Representing.
Definitely.
You guys all going to the watch party? Sue and Trey.
So I totally want to come to the party, and I have a friend coming in from out of town, and we're going to a show at Radio City on the same day. And I'm so pissed because Terry said to me, "Hey, what are you doing on the 15th?" And I was like, "I know the date, the 15th. I'm definitely going to Radio City." And he's like, "That's the day of the party." So you guys watch party. So I think that he's actually going to try to come anyway.
Yeah.
Without me, he'll be fine. Maybe he'll bring his girlfriend.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Take your girlfriend to the party.
Yeah, I wish I could attend because I really want to. I've always interacted with you guys. It's a great group, and I want to actually meet people face to face.
Yeah.
That day, my son has an all-star game that he's participating in.
Okay.
Hey, listen, priorities, man. Much more important, much more fun.
No, but we should do something again. So let's and we'll make it happen. We'll make something else.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
What's the Laker game? Why didn't they pick the Laker game?
All right. Well, yeah, but St. Patrick's Day as well. I don't know. Yeah, that might get chaotic.
That's gonna be nuts.
That might get chaotic. Yeah, we definitely wouldn't be able to find a room or a floor to, on that day. No way.
I gotta see, like, when this game ends. Maybe I might just, like, drive in.
Yeah, I think it starts at 8, so I mean probably over by like 10:30, 11.
I think his game starts at 7.
Okay.
We should actually do something for the lottery. Someone on the chat yesterday, or day before, was asking if we're doing anything for the lottery drawing, which I know could be quite traumatic. But
oh yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy, man. We definitely got to do some sort of lottery.
We should talk about doing something for the lottery. We can meet up somewhere.
Absolutely.
Maybe Terry can film it. Maybe we could just go live.
Yeah.
Or
Oh yeah, we can
do something.
Sounds good, man. And to everybody in the chat, I'm gonna show you guys the details for the party right after we get to our player ratings. So if you guys have the box score open, who are you 3 tonight, Jay Ellison? What do you think tonight, man?
Ooh, the 3 tonight. Okay, 3 tonight. That third one. Shoot, this one is a good one, man, because I feel like a lot of people contributed. Like 7 people in
double figures, man.
Yeah, the whole team.
People kind of stood out to me. And you can kind of go either way with these, to be honest with you. I'm going to go for my number 3. I'm going to just say a name because I'm still trying to decide. I'm going to go Dennis.
Okay, DSJ, all right.
I'm going to go Dennis for 3. 16 points, 8 assists. He's been passing the ball well, 46% from the field. Only thing I wish him and Moody, they kind of let things get away with him at the end. But you know what? I love Dennis's floor game. I think I've been saying that a lot on the show. Like the way he passes, the way he sets his team up. I feel like he sets a precedent for the whole team. And we ended up with 25 assists tonight.
DSJ, Terry and Trey. Trey and Sue. Who are your third stars of the night? Who you think was the third best on the game tonight?
I'm going to go with Ellison. I know it's only his second game in.
Okay.
But I think that he kind of came in, played in the fourth quarter again. And I know that you have the box score up here. Didn't put the glasses on. See, what is he? 20? Oh, like seriously, I'm like.
Same.
Here we go. How many points did he have?
13.5 boards for Ellison.
Right. So for a short period of time that he came in, and it being his second game, I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, he can be my number 3 player.
All right. So where are you at on this one?
Well, I was gonna pick somebody else, but I'm gonna go with he deserves the recognition. Vonleh.
Oh, Vonleh.
Yeah.
All right.
100% from the field.
Coming back, good game from him back. It's his first game back, right? So he, good contribution tonight.
Okay. I'm gonna go with my third star. I'm with Jay Ellis. I'll go with DSJ. 16 points, 8 dimes, 50%. He was efficient. I think that's what we've been looking for GSJ lately is getting his shot under control. JL is getting more efficiency. 50% from the night. 3 and 9 from downtown. 16 points, 8 dimes. I thought DSJ had a pretty good game, man.
Yeah.
Thought he had a pretty good game. Where are you going for 2, JLs?
Man, this is still kind of hard. I'm still kind of battling a couple of people here. Either or, I'm going to go with Mitch, number 2.
Okay.
100% impact in the game is felt. 12 points, 7 rebounds. Highest plus minus on the team. Well, second highest.
Yep.
Besides Dotson. And he's still Mitching. 2 blocks still.
Sue, where are you at on your second star?
I'm torn between Alonzo Trier or Dennis Smith. I can't pick between the 2. I'm gonna go with ISO Zoe.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your second? All right. Trey, how about you?
So I was kind of looking at Vonleh just because he finally kind of came back and had like a good game, but I kind of also want to go with Zoe with you.
Yeah.
And having that, he had 22 points. It didn't seem like he had 22 points, but he had 22 points. And like I said earlier, he definitely has a lot more control in his body, and I'm liking what I'm seeing from him. He's stepped back up to that next level,
yeah.
and I think he can kind of stay there.
I agree with that. For my second, Jay Ellis, I'll go with Vonleh. Double. He's been struggling. He's been struggling for a while. 16 points, 10 rebounds, perfect on the night. I'll go with Vonleh, man. I'll go with Vonleh for my second. For my first, I'm going with ISO for my first. I think he's been on a hot streak, 50% shooting. I think Trey had said it. I think he's been playing way more patient, way more poised than he has in the beginning of the season. Maybe he's healthier now. He got hurt and he went into a little bit of a lull. Maybe he's healthier now, or maybe the game's just slowing down for him. But I feel like ISO is really leading on both ends. I thought his defense was commendable tonight as well. Where are you going for your one?
Yeah, I'm going ISO as well. Like I said before, I feel like he's kind of learned the NBA game. The scouting report was out. Of course, him left. Don't let him go back right. And during that All-Star break, he seemed like he came back and just worked on that left hand during the All-Star break. He came back and he started going left, and now he's mixing it up. He worked on his weakness. It's paying off for him. And on top of that, the jump shot is back.
Yeah.
Very efficient. Pretty damn efficient all year, except for that little stretch. And yeah, I'm going ISO.
Okay.
It's very close though. There's a lot
of
fun stuff in there.
Definitely a lot. Trey, where are you going? Who's your player of the game? Even though
I'm gonna go with Vonleh again. Like I said, he had his little comeback game. He had 16 points. He did not miss a shot. He was 7 of 7.
Yeah.
And I like him. He's a strong, solid player. He also is one of those guys that wants to prove himself because he kind of, didn't pan out, and he's now also getting that opportunity. And he's also another guy that said that he didn't get the opportunity to play with his old team. So
True.
he's now. I think he feels that he's now here in New York and getting the opportunity to play and show us who he is. I didn't know who Vonleh was before he came to the Knicks.
Right. Yeah. He was definitely struggling. And to figure it out, but he seems like he found a home here. Struggled a bit during the middle of the season, but good game tonight. Sue, where are you at on your top guy, your player of the game?
Maybe it should have been Trier because of the points, but I'm gonna be biased and go with Mitch Robinson because you know what, fans are looking for him. As soon as he comes into the game, that's it. He provides that spark. So does Dennis Smith, but I'm gonna go with him. As soon as he did that first lob, it was over. The energy just picked up, and
True indeed.
Only 2 blocks, but
that's what I said. Only 2 blocks. Come on.
Yeah. He's off his pace tonight.
More from him.
He's off his pace tonight, but
I need 6 blocks a game.
Yeah, I hear you. Honorable mention, I would go with Dotson. Had a good game tonight. I thought Dotson, before he got injured, I thought he had some timely buckets.
6 assists, career high.
6 dimes for Dotson. So there's good minutes. Kevin Knox, not so much. Knox has been struggling to shoot it.
Yo, the chat said he was playing Fortnite.
He's playing Fortnite. those late night Fortnites, man. Come on, Kev, put down the controller, man. Focus. Nah, Kev's been struggling, man. I don't know. Hopefully he picks it up at some point. Maybe he's hit a rookie ball.
He's struggling, but to me, he's playing like a rookie. This is how a rookie is expected to play in their first season. And what I see with Kevin Knox is he has a lot of upper body strength, but his legs are kind of weak and long and skinny. One of our early videos, I spoke about him developing before we had drafted him, obviously.
Yeah.
I spoke about him getting his calves developed because his legs are not really developed yet. And because of that, I feel like he doesn't have a lot of control on his body. When he jumps, he seems to sort of flop. He jumps up and then his body just kind of flops down.
Yeah. And
his legs don't seem to have a lot of, when he's running, there's not it doesn't seem like a solid contact with the floor. So he definitely has a lot of work to do. I think we'll see, or I hope to see a lot of improvement over the summertime. But he's really young. He has a great support system behind him. His family is very involved in his life. His dad was a professional football player. So I think he already has the mindset, and I think he always knew that he would want to, or that he would be a professional athlete. So he'll get there. He'll get there. We're going to give him some time.
He also needs to improve on his court vision. There was a point where he missed Dotson wide open, and
Yeah.
I guess those are growing pains and learning rookie.
Right.
Absolutely. JLs, where are you at on the whole Knox thing, man?
No, I was agreeing. I was like, he definitely skipped leg day for like a long time.
Looks like a baby fawn out there.
Yeah, they definitely looks really babby-ish. Need to get the ankles up. The ankles need a little bit of girth.
Yeah.
Right.
And I agree with Sue. Like, he needs his court vision needs to improve as well. I feel like once he starts dribbling and gets in the middle of the paint, he has one idea only, and that is to score. And he needs to kind of expand his game.
Yeah.
I liked how Coach yesterday had him kind of run pick and roll with Mitch. You know, get him used to throwing some lob.
True.
You know, get him used to doing something else besides shooting. Expand his game. So hopefully we see more of that. You already see Trier take that next step in that maturation. He used to be kind of a chuck at the beginning of season 2, but now he's passing a lot more, and I hope the same for Knox.
Facts. Yeah, I mean that's probably like a 4 or 5 worthy performance, JLs. We haven't gotten Kev over that 6 mark in a while, man.
Yeah, I mean that he had like a game or 2 after the All-Star break where he played.
Maybe one.
Yeah, maybe one. Yeah.
I think Knox also said that he's going to be working with Paul George this summer.
Oh yeah, he did.
Okay. So that will be good for him.
That's good. Yeah.
He did, man. Kevin Knox come to the stage. No 10s tonight, JLs. Obviously, we didn't win. No. I would say I would give ISO. I give him an 8.
You give ISO 8?
8 out of 10 tonight. I think that was an 8 worthy performance. What do you say? 1 to 10.
7.5.
7.5. Dre, what
the
you
choke jobs at the end. When you choke at the end, I'm like, it's minus.
That's fair. You got to dock some points for the 14-point lead being eviscerated. You got to dock some points there. I feel you.
I give him a solid 7.
Okay. I think some in the chat will agree. I see T. Williams Wolf from LI say 7. Sue, where are you at on ISO's performance tonight?
Well, the Team Tank will give him a 10 there.
Facts.
That's a 10 right there, but I'll go for an 8.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't count the end there, he had a really good game tonight. Really good game.
Yeah, that's true.
Not a 10, but an 8.
That's true. I think I would give Vonleh an 8 as well. I don't see somebody in the chat said no one gets over an 8. Yeah, we didn't win.
Yeah, it's true. I agree.
Yeah, I agree. I would give Vonleh an 8. I'd probably give Mitch about a 7 tonight.
Because 2 blocks? No, I'm just kidding.
What do you think? I mean,
I'm giving everybody 7.
I got high expectations for Mitch now, man. What do you want from me?
Want more? Yeah.
Yeah, 6 blocks, 3 steals. Yeah, the other day I'm like, man, I need 6 blocks.
Yeah, man.
I'm spoiled now.
I kind of feel like everyone could get a nice solid 7 because I didn't see any one like crazy out. You know how sometimes, most games you'll see that one player that kind of steps out.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow, like he carried the game, and like Mitchell did it the other night. Like,
game or so-and-so's game.
So I didn't feel that from anyone, but what I did like was that everyone was scoring, and that everyone was playing, everyone was passing, everyone was defending. So I liked seeing that, and I'm fine to give everyone I'm happy with everyone's play. So I'm happy to give everyone like a solid 7. But no one player really stood out to me tonight.
I agree with that. Team grade is an 8.
It was a team game.
Team game. All right.
Overall 9, I guess. It would have been a 10 if they won, but
yeah.
Great playing together. Everybody would be in double figures.
Great play by those 13 and 49 Knicks. Sole possession of the second to worst record in the league.
All right.
Hey man, the tank is back and strong, JLs. Randberg, what's going on? All right, that was our player ratings for tonight. Leave us your player ratings, your top 3 players in the chat below. What else happened today? You guys can call up 657-383-1509. if you want to.
That guy never called back.
Yeah, Isaiah never called back, man. He got camera shy or something.
He mad at you.
Yeah.
You did a Stephen A. Smith on him.
I did.
You were like, call back. I can't hear you.
Oh no, Stephen A. Smith is the worst, man.
Oh man.
Stephen a person will call Stephen A. and be like, "Yo, Stephen A. man, I'm a huge fan. Thank you so much. You got me through tough times." Stephen A. will be like, "All right, yeah, what's up? What's your point?"
Like, he's so direct, and he's so but you know, but you gotta love him because that's his show, and people like that. People like that he's never really outright rude, but he does get to the point, and he's like, look, no messing around.
Yeah,
let's get to the point.
Absolutely, man. Shout out Stephen A. What else happened today? Oh, today was 4 years since the passing of Anthony Mason.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was tough, man. Mace was one of my favorite Knicks, man. Absolutely. Mace was definitely one of my favorite Knicks. He died of, I think he had some heart issues and passed away at the age of 40.
Young.
Yeah, 45, 48, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And was today the retirement of Ewing's jersey, or was that yesterday?
Today was also, the
my favorite.
And a 16-year anniversary. Crazy, man. 16 years, man.
Wow.
This one almost brought me to tears, man. This one was emotional, man. This Patrick Ewing retirement, man. I'm telling you.
I want him to get a ring so bad. Like, I've had this. I want to start a campaign where we make a ring for Patrick and we go and give it to him. I actually knew Patrick Ewing back when he was playing for the Knicks. This crazy story.
Get out of here.
Back in the 90s, I used to work at this. Yeah, I told you this. Yeah, so back in the 90s, I used to work at this restaurant on the Upper West Side, and it was a small southern restaurant, small bar, but amazing food. Mm-hmm. And I didn't really know a lot about basketball, but I used to follow it. And we would. It wasn't a sports bar, but there was a TV there. So we'd watch all the Knicks games, and all the Knicks would come into this restaurant after the game, and whatever opposing team they were playing against, they would also come. So I knew Charles Oakley, I knew Patrick Ewing, John Stocks, all of these guys used to come in. Patrick used to get tickets to go to the game from Patrick.
Wow.
Like, this is when we had people's like phone numbers, and you would call them and be like, "Can I get tickets for tonight's game?"
Yeah.
And they would leave them for you at will call.
Yeah, right.
And I haven't seen him since, and I always wonder if he would remember me, because this was like over a period of, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years that I worked there.
Yeah.
And they came in there all the time. So it wasn't like just a one-off. Like, that's where they came after their games.
That's what's up.
So
your tips must have been crazy.
Yeah, right. Facts.
it was a soul food restaurant. It was a soul food restaurant on the Upper West Side. It was there for about maybe 10 years or so.
Yeah.
And the food was amazing. The food was amazing, and that's when guys weren't health conscious also. So So they were eating
ribs.
They were eating honey fried chicken, mac and cheese, yams, fried catfish, collard greens.
Oh yeah,
all good stuff, man.
All that kind of stuff, exactly.
All good stuff, man. You know what really validated this Ewing retirement for me, JL? Is just like, I always knew he was great. Like, growing up, we always knew he was great. But like, seeing MJ there, saluting him. You know, even though they were fiercest competitors.
Mortal enemies. I still never wore Jordans.
Mortal enemies. I got a couple Jordans in the closet. Whatever. Whatever. Full disclosure. I got a couple in the box. But best friends. I believe he was the best man at Jordan's wedding. I believe so. Yeah, man. The captain, 16 years ago today.
That's insane.
Crazy, man.
Same day as that's crazy.
Yeah. Absolutely. Sue, what was your I guess
I was gonna say, you know how he could get a ring if he somehow ends up on the Knicks staff and and then he'll make up for all that.
Yeah. I mean, listen, he's doing a good job at Georgetown, man. He's got Georgetown definitely playing well.
I've always wanted him to be a part of the Knicks organization, but I have a feeling that something happened.
Yeah.
Because he's not involved at all. And you see all the ex-players that they, have allowed to come in and talk and everything and meet with these guys. To me, he would be the number one person you want to mentor. Now, I know that he is obviously coaching another team, but I feel that there was a big gap, and I feel like something happened as to why I feel like he's not welcome into the Knicks organization.
You think so?
He talked to the Knicks. He talked to the team.
Yeah, recently.
Wait, he did speak to the team?
Yeah, he's supposed to continue
recently.
Oh, well, I would like to definitely see him be part of the team.
I don't want him to be part of the team, man.
You don't?
I don't want to ruin his legacy.
Oh.
I don't want to ruin his legacy, man. I'm telling you.
You gotta bring him back when KD.
Huh? What do I mean? Because like things are so fragile here, you know, like we're just trying to start to turn things around after like 20 years of just, you know, a curse. I feel like this organization is cursed. I feel like if we ever made him coach and he went through the struggles and they lost.
Oh, yeah,
and,
I hear you.
You know, the fan base would turn on him. Yeah, you welcome him back later on, but there would always be that like negative stain. You know what I'm saying, JLS?
I feel you because people wanted Fizz fired last week.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Fizz was the hottest thing smoking in the offseason. Now it's like,
Yo, CP, I heard of Fizz diss record, CP.
By who?
I don't know. Another YouTuber.
Oh,
he
my
apparently
God,
this
man.
Yeah, it's that crazy right now.
They got Fizz diss records, bro?
Yes, man. This is New York, dog. This is New York. We just so trash.
On a tanking year. I can't even imagine.
That's atrocious, man. Ladies, where you guys at on Fizdale, man? What do you guys think about Fizz so far?
So to be honest, I like Fizdale. I think he's right along there with the culture change. I think that he's a great mentor piece for the young guys. However, I don't know if he's the coach to take us to the next level. So I think that he's the coach for right now. And I like what he's doing right now. Like I said, I like what he's doing with the guys. I think they all have a lot of respect for him. The camaraderie is great. The culture change is great. But I don't know if he has that oomph to take this team to, I'm not going to say to the playoffs, but further than that.
Yeah.
You know, like to the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't know if Fizz is that coach.
Sure, what do you think?
Well, you know what? This year, it doesn't count for. I'm not judging him on this year. It's hard to judge a coach, but I do appreciate what he's doing with his team. All the players respect him. You could see that culture change. You could see he really cares about his players. I got to judge him next year. Next year is where it really counts. And, maybe deep down, I believe Trey, he might not have what it takes to actually take us to the finals. Because what have we seen lately from him? But we haven't seen much. Is it because, this is a tanking season? He has to deal with, like, new parts, new team. Like, this is a learning experience for him, too.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah. It's a good point.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
It's hard for me to judge him. Like, I don't criticize him. Like, there's not really much where I could really say, like, he's doing this wrong or he's,
Yeah. And JL, I know me and you talk about this all the time. Man.
Yeah.
I got to stay patient with him, man. I'm definitely not bailing on Fizz so early, man. No way.
Yeah, no way. Like kind of Sue said, I was waiting for that. I'm waiting for us to have an actual team to really be like, all right, this is what's happening. This is how he is. Like, everything is so. It's about the teaching and the learning in the future. I don't know how to judge some of his decisions because it's like, well, is this a teaching moment or no? Like, I don't know how to judge it. So when we have like guys who have defined roles and this is this and this is the shooter and this is the defender and it's not just I'm taking a bad defender and I'm teaching him. Like then I'll be like, all right, cool.
I agree.
I'll judge him more. So I'll judge him next year or a year after.
Yeah, it's definitely next year. But then you kind of hope that Knicks, like you want him to succeed because another coaching change. We're so quick to, fire coaches.
Absolutely.
Right. Another very positive point about Fizdale is he's great with the media. Yeah. He knows how to answer the questions. I mean, and look at how rough it's been for him because these guys have been losing. And he's had to go in front of the camera after each loss and still, put on a really positive front and talk about what he's doing with the team. I mean, that has to be kind of difficult as well, right?
Oh, he's been looking, during that 18-game losing streak, he's been looking worn out, man. Like, you know how the presidents age, like, after, like, year 2? You know what I mean? Like, year 1, everything. Yeah, year 2, they're just full of gray hair. Except for Donald Trump, because he dyes his probably every day. But
more grays in his beard.
Yeah, but Fizz just looks stressed, man, over that losing streak.
He does look stressed, but I still think he knows how to talk. He definitely knows how to. Because I think he knows how to talk the talk for sure.
And he always gives the media something. It's always something positive, something interesting each time. Like after a loss, he doesn't get up there and go like another loss. You get something from him, and the media appreciates him as well.
Yeah.
So.
I will say this: he manages the team's morale very well, better than any coach I've seen on the Knicks so far. Just go through all this losing game after the game after the game and keep everybody on the team just on a positive, like, headspace all the time. Like that's pretty impressive. I will say that. That's the most impressive thing I've seen about Fizz this season.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, like Trey said, you know, the players are definitely playing for. Let's just see. My thing is, we need the talent to upgrade. Let's see how these kids continue to develop, and let's see where they go from here. You know what I mean? Let's see where I go from here. Speaking of the talent upgrade, ladies, what is your off season? I guess what is your dream off season? In terms of acquisitions or in terms of where this team goes in here, what's your ideal scenario for the off season?
I don't even know, man. It's so much. It's so much that's going on right now. To be honest, so if we could get Kevin Durant, that would be great. Now, I know everyone's saying we need to get 2 superstars, right? I have this theory that maybe we get 1 superstar, like a KD. We have him work with this team that we currently have, because I don't want to lose any of these guys right now. So we have him work with this team that we currently have, and then next year we acquire somebody else. But I also know that this season is one of the biggest free agent seasons that we've seen in the industry for a while. So, you know, I kind of, you know what it is? I don't want to jump too far. We've been taking these baby steps and we've been doing everything correct, and we're taking our time to develop the young guys, and we're taking our time to build the team. So I don't want to now all of a sudden rush into trying to get into the playoffs. I'm like, let's build, not that I don't want to make it to the playoffs, don't get me wrong, but I kind of still want to see the building happen at the pace that I'm seeing it happening right now.
Yeah.
And not to rush ahead too quickly.
Slow and steady. Sue, what about you?
I want the playoffs.
Sue's trying to win now.
I do. I have a gut feeling that KD is coming here, but KD is not going to come here alone.
Yeah.
So
right.
Superstars, and just seeing him and his development with Kyrie, I really hope them two are the ones that come here.
Yeah.
I really hope so. And you know, if them two come here and we keep our draft pick and don't trade anyone, I think we could at least make it to the playoffs. At least the playoffs.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
It's still up in the air, right? Like, who's the best team right now besides the Bucks? Like, you know,
Philly's nice.
Bucks and Sixers.
Yeah.
After that, it's open. Next year, Knicks get KD and Kyrie, playoffs.
Right in there.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know the Raptors.
Oh, Raptors, yeah. Raptors are definitely.
But you know what? They might not have Kawhi next year, so.
It's true.
That's true.
That's true, man. I'd take KD and Kawhi Leonard.
I do that too.
I would definitely take KD and Kawhi Leonard. That's my team.
I'd even take KD and Middleton.
Oh, Middleton.
I do that too.
I don't know about MJLs, man.
I do that too.
I think he's meant to be a Milwaukee Buck alone. I feel like he's the guy that you give all the money to, and he averages like 10 points a game.
Yeah. No. Definitely not for all the money.
Yeah, no.
Like, if you could get him at a discount and save some money for the following year, then I'll take him with KD.
That's the Fizz play. I'm just telling you, offense, defense, 20 points a game, hits the three, can switch on everything just like KD.
I don't know. He doesn't look like I could trust him. I'm telling you, man. We've seen it so many times, JL. It's like you give these guys the money to come play in New York, and it's like they're from outer space. What Joe Kim Noah say? Joe Kim Noah was from here, and he said he couldn't handle it.
His post today giving a shout out to Phil Jackson.
Oh, it was ridiculous.
And then you know what else? KP added that to his story.
Oh, he did.
Yes.
Oh, see now he's getting booed. He's getting booed Christmas Day. Yeah, I told you he's getting booed Christmas Day.
Like, really? Yeah.
KP added it to his story. That's corny, man.
Check Instagram.
That's corny, man. He's getting booed, Jails. That's it.
Yep. No, yeah, he's getting booed.
Christmas Day, he's getting booed. Forget about it. Signed, sealed, delivered, man.
You know what? Even with KD and Kyrie and everything's good in New York, we're still gonna boo him.
Oh yeah, we're booing. We're definitely booing. That's a fact.
You mentioned Kawhi. I would actually love to see Kawhi here, and I'd love to see him deal with the media the way that he always does, because
I would love
hilarious.
Oh my
it would be
God.
hilarious with him giving them that stone face and those like 1 or 2 word answers.
Kawhi.
The New York media would hate it.
Oh
and I would
my
love
God.
It, and I would love it.
They
I
would
want
hate
Kawhi to
it.
come in for the memes. The
Yeah.
New York memes, and I want Terry to make a video.
Yeah.
All right. Sign you up.
Yeah, shout out to Terry on the videos, man. It's Terry that edits them, right? Or do you edit,
amazing.
right?
Yes.
I'm asking him to teach me because I would love to learn. He self-taught himself. I mean, he know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
He taught himself.
Wow.
He literally went on YouTube and taught himself. I'm so proud and I'm so impressed with him.
Yeah. No, that's dope, man. Good stuff, Terry. You got to get Terry back on. Terry was on earlier this year. Definitely did some joints with Terry.
He likes to talk. He likes to talk a lot. So since he's a kid, since he's like a little boy, he's always like to talk.
He's perfect for it, man. He's perfect for it.
Shout out to Terry, man.
Yeah,
He's
man.
on the KLT show as well. Shout out
Definitely shout out to Terry. Let me pull up the
I saw you pulled it up, the post.
Oh yeah. I pulled up the note thing. I'm gonna pull up the watch party graphic. Phones are quiet
I could
tonight.
promote it for you, March 15th.
March 15th.
I know that much.
Yep, March 15th. There we go.
Is it at the same place you guys did it the last time?
No, it's at a different place. Place. So
what's the location?
I
know you're gonna put it up.
Yeah, so it's up right now. Knicks versus Spurs watch party for everybody asking. This is gonna be in New York City once again, Friday, March 15th, 8:30 p.m. at John Sullivan's, 210 West 35th Street. Cash proceeds will go to Garden Dreams Foundation. I think last year we gave him a check for about $700. We did good last year. We gave him a check for about $700. People walked away with giveaways, jerseys, memorabilia. It was a good time, man. It was definitely a good time. Terry and Trey was in there. Me and Jay Ellis definitely live streamed from in there. So
we won too. So and
we won. Yeah, we won. It was like a Super Bowl party there, man.
That was in the early time. That was in the early part of the season.
That was in the good old days, I guess.
Word, it was cute.
We were like, what a winning streak.
Yeah, that was the good old days. That was Knicks Mavs for that watch party. So shout out to everybody that came through, and hopefully we'll see more people there. I would expect us to get a better crowd than the last time. I know a lot of people were asking about it, so should be a good time. What else we got? Phones are quiet tonight, Jails. I don't know, man. People weren't feeling the tank tonight.
Talk to us. What?
Yeah, I don't know. Phones are quiet tonight, but
I'm like, oh, okay, you guys have callers. That's amazing.
Now we definitely got to get you guys back on, and later in the season, especially off season, as these things pick up, maybe we'll sort out a lottery party or a watching party or something like that.
I think that would be cool.
Katie to New York celebrating.
Yeah, or Katie to New York, champagne toast. Absolutely, man. TM says, what do you say? He says people are recovering from the almost heart attack. I guess from them winning, almost winning. Above the rim, what's going on? Mike Morgan, shout out Mike Morgan. Coach Cheese, what's going on? The Shells, Bugatti in here. Terry, what's going on? Will JY. JLs, how's Periscope and Facebook looking, man? We've been neglecting our folks over there.
Yeah, you're right. I have neglected.
James Fiore, what's going on? Anthony Connolly, appreciate it, man.
What's up, Tax S Parker? What's good, man? Holding it down. Craig Williams, #1 KOT fan in the world.
Okay, shout
Andrew
out to Craig.
Wilson, Pocket Rockets, Matt B, 3-No, Enzo, Rich Jim. What's good, guys? What's going on? Thanks for holding it down. Stephanie was in here earlier. What's good? Chad James.
Yeah, man. Frank Sandberg, appreciate it. All right, so listen, if nobody else wants to call in, we can wrap up early tonight, Jay Ellis. Still a good show. Definitely want to thank the ladies at Knicks Film School for joining us. Trey, appreciate it. Sue, appreciate it. As is the custom on the show, I'm going to allow you guys just to promote your channel, promote your Twitter. Where can people find you to connect with you guys? Trey, I'll start with you first to close us out.
We are on YouTube, me and my son, because a lot of people don't know that he's my son. So we are on YouTube at NYK, Terry and Trey.
All right. Trey, appreciate it once again. Sue York, close this out.
You can follow me on Twitter. I don't know my handle, but whatever. I'm always on there talking shit. Am I allowed to curse? After hours.
She whispered it, Jay. Well, Sue, appreciate it, man.
He's trying to be all up in the video. You see this?
Oh, we got Terry in the mix. Terry, go ahead, man.
All up in the video.
Oh man,
Terry trying to be all up in the video.
All up in the video.
Idiot in the situation.
Shout out Terry, man.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Yeah, you got it, Sue. Thanks for coming through. Jay Ellis, it's on you, man.
As Parker said, finding a lady knows to step when you guys are getting hard to look at. He must be talking about you, secret.
Hey man, they've been watching us for what 60-something straight games. I'm sure it is looking rough over here, man.
But yeah, check the podcast drop finally today on YouTube. Go check that out. On link to this. Yeah, just go on my YouTube channel. Check the last upload. Watch the podcast. Me and my friends talking stuff. And also, you can find us on SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, all that. So check the podcast on those channels as well. Link in the description. And also follow me on all social media. Link in the description. And also check out the merch. Link in the description. That is all. Back to you, CP.
Appreciate you, JLs. Appreciate you, man. And shout out to everybody for coming through once again. Knicks fall to the Cavs in the Battle of the Tank. 14-point lead was eviscerated. Knicks end up losing 125-118. Good games from a couple guys. 7 Knicks in double figures. ISO Zoe had a good game. Money Mitch, Von Lay, Henry Ellenson once again chipped in. The show can be heard in audio format as you see right here. Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, Stitcher, Amazon Alexa. If you have an Alexa at home, you just say, Alexa, play KnicksFanTV, and you will hear the latest episode. Merch in the video description. Hit the link in the video description for the latest merch. I just released some new designs for the KnicksFanTV store, so check it out. And definitely support the channels. Shout out to everybody that gave us a super chat tonight. That was definitely appreciated. The next guest is gonna be Saturday, March 9th. Tommy Beer from Forbes magazine coming in Saturday. Knicks Kings post game 3 p.m. Eastern time. So definitely come through with your questions for Tommy Beer. And lastly, our draft live stream that was on Saturday. Replays up at your top hand right. So just click on it and check out what Spencer had to say. We had Spencer, the front office eye, who's an NBA scout out there, giving us his top 5 prospects, man. So once again, Jay Ellis, appreciate it. Trey, appreciate it. Sue York, appreciate it. And we'll check you guys next time, man. Peace.